Welcome back to Wild Outdoor Living, and today we're going to be talking about fanny packs or hip packs versus backpacks, both for mountain biking and for bike packing. Back in the 90s, you probably remember your grandma or your mom having a fanny pack and putting their camera in it or snacks or something. And they definitely went out of style, and they haven't been popular in quite some time. But recently, over the past few years, mountain biking has kind of brought them back to life. They're commonly referred officially to as hip packs. I'm still going to call them fanny packs because that's exactly what they are. That's exactly where they go. This goes around your waist, the bag goes in the back, and then you have, you might be able to have some water storage on the inside in way of a bladder like this one, or it may carry water bottles. It may carry a single water bottle. They do come in various sizes, and they're just attached with a single waist strap. So pretty simple. A lot of them have pockets on the side. This would be a typical backpack size if you were to buy a nicer one. It'd be about the same volume, but of course nicer materials. And this is exactly what it sounds like. So 2 shoulder straps, you might have a waist strap, you might have a chest strap as well, a couple buckles, you probably have some side pockets, and then you'll have various pockets to carry your items. And a lot of times, almost always, these have a hydration bladder inside. So which one is better for you? Which one should you pick? It's become very popular to go for the fanny pack because, you get the weight off your shoulders, it's not as hot, it just it's the more comfortable solution. And day to day, the hip pack or fanny pack is more comfortable. The problem is, it definitely has some downsides. And a lot of times, and this is kind of where I get a little annoyed at the bike industry, they want to push this new tech onto everyone, and it's definitely not for everyone. So there are some significant downsides, and you can try really hard to make these things work and to get rid of your backpack, which is the cool thing to do, is to just not have a backpack. You can work really hard to do that, or you could just put a backpack on and go for a ride and not worry about it. So the main problem with the hip pack is volume. This is kind of a medium-sized pack, and this is my medium-priced rain jacket. I do have a very expensive rain jacket which packs smaller. But as you can see, if we stuff this in here, and this is actually without any water in the bag right now. So we can see the effort it takes to get this in here. Now I'm going to be able to zip this up, but it's going to take some work. It's going to put some stress on the zipper, and it's going to fit barely. I think we probably could have some water in here, but that would really be about it. If I had my pump and other things in here, this really wouldn't fit. And now where do I put my raincoat? So if you're gonna run this setup, now you can't run a mid-priced raincoat. You're gonna have to run a really nice one. There's benefits to that as well. But even so, you're gonna be able to fit that raincoat and your bare essentials, and that's going to be about it. No room for snacks, no room for anything else. So the space is just really low on a fanny pack. The other problem with a fanny pack is stability. So on a pack this size, when it's packed the way it's supposed to with a moderate amount of stuff and a really light raincoat, for example, maybe a small vest, it rides really well, even with a full bladder. But it's about at its limit. As you completely weigh this thing down, you will feel it move around a little bit because it is only secured with one strap. And so the load is just not as well secured as it is on a backpack. At this size and with the amount of stuff this can carry, as long as that's all you need, that's awesome. So I do use this every day for commuting. I do use it on most mountain bike rides. Most of my mountain bike rides, I would say, are under 3 hours. So if I have this and a water bottle on my bike, and I do have some frame storage on my bike, I can get away with this just fine. But beyond that, so especially for bike packing, if you have a lot of room in your bags, this is going to work great for just a little bit of an add-on. But if you are limited on space and you need to be able to carry more on your body, this is going to be limited. Absolutely. And the other thing to keep in mind is the bladder in this is only 1.5 liters. So when we move to the backpack, again, this isn't the style, this isn't popular these days, but the backpack, you know, let's just see how it carries our mid-priced rain jacket. So we got the mid-price rain jacket in there. We could definitely fit a vest as well, maybe even some other layers. And if we had a nice rain jacket, I could fit that rain jacket and a puffy. And so I could really withstand some cold temperatures. I still have room for gloves, I still have room for tools, and I still have room for actually 3 liters of water. But everything you need can fit in that backpack. It can fit in there really fast. This also is better stability, so it carries the load a little bit better. This isn't going to shift around as much. The other thing this gives you that the fanny pack does not is a little bit of back protection. So not a lot. If you are in a situation where you really feel like you need a back protector, you should probably get a back protector and not a backpack. But this will offer a little bit. If I know there's a decent chance I'm going to crash and I need a lot of gear if we're deep in the backcountry, I a lot of times feel better with the backpack on. The backpack is going to be hotter. It's going to make your shoulders more sore. Fatigue wise, it's not as good. So for backpacking, like I said with the hip pack can be a great choice if you just need to carry a little bit extra water and maybe a camera or something on your body, but you have room for everything else. But if you're really limited on space, maybe it's a really rough trail and you don't have a lot of room on like a full suspension bike, the backpack with a light load is going to be a pretty good way to go. It's just very convenient. You can bring with you what you need. So those are kind of the main differences between the backpack and the hip pack. Again, they're both great choices. I would say don't worry about what's stylish right now. Just worry about what works for you. A lot of times that backpack is going to be more convenient, and so just go with it. Don't worry about what the industry is thinking. But that said, if you don't need a whole lot of stuff, this can be a really comfortable option for you. That's why I have both, and I probably will always have both for that reason. So if you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. And until next time, we'll catch you later.